Good day, bourbon fans. This is Coach D from All Things Bourbon, and I love bourbon, and I'm here to help you love bourbon too. And we are continuing to talk about the 2026 Bourbon Mash Madness. We are in the Elite Eight, and we're going down to the Final Four as of today. So let's take a look at the brackets. First bracket, we have the defending champion from last year, Angel's Envy, single barrel pick from Pen Oaks at 55% alcohol versus Wilderness Trail Cask Strength, the winner of the first year of the Mash Madness 2 years ago. And this comes in at 55.4% alcohol. Very close in alcohol. And I gotta tell you, actually, all the bourbons were absolutely delicious. It's the Elite Eight, for God's sake. But this one was hard. It was a tough battle. And I wasn't sure which one was going to come out on top. And I didn't know. Again, just to reiterate, my wife pours all the bourbons in dark Glencairn glasses like this, so I have no idea which they are. And we did the 4 tastings over 4 different nights, and I didn't know the winner of any of the tastings until all 4 were completed, and she randomly selected which ones were going each night. So I had no clue. That being said, this was one I was very interested in going into it because it had 2 previous winners. And the winner of this match going into the Final Four is none other than, yes, Wilderness Trail Cask Strength. Wilderness Trail Cask Strength came back from the win 2 years ago, getting knocked out somewhat early on last year, and taking down the defending champion, Angel's Envy single barrel from Pen Oaks. This is absolutely delicious. I first tasted it at the Wilderness Trail Distillery in Kentucky and bought a bottle. Hadn't been able to find it around here at all, so I was able to find it on a website called Sealbox, and they're able to deliver this. Absolutely delicious. This is the winner of the first tasting in the Elite Eight. Moving on to the second tasting. Well, here we have completely different types of proof and alcohol. You got your Heaven Hill grain to glass straight bourbon coming in at 52.5% alcohol, and Booker's 2024 03 coming in at 65% alcohol, much higher proof. And I gotta tell you, first of all, the Booker's does not taste like it's that hot. What was going on with that celebration in the background? Is not that proofy. Does not taste like that much alcohol. The Heaven Hill grain to glass, very smooth bourbon. Highly recommend that bottle also. But in this one, I could tell which one had higher proof without a doubt. Again, I'll put an ice cube in each one because all these bourbons are 50% alcohol or higher. Some of them as high as this 65 or more. And for me, I got to proof it down a little bit, take a little bit of heat off, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I may add a couple of drops of water from an eyedropper. And I got to tell you, the winner of this one was a delicious, get that right, Booker's 2024 03. So we're talking their third batch in the year 2024. I'm probably not going to be able to find any more of this, which is kind of a bummer. It made it to the Final Four. I don't have a lot left. I'm going to have to savor this. But this came in at, like I said, 65% alcohol, super delicious. I'm a big fan of all the Bookers. The Booker, I've had the 2024-02 and the Little Book, and these are basically the only Jim Beam product that, well, I like Knob Creek, but I don't have any Knob Creek. I really don't own Knob Creek, but this is the best type of Knob Creek that I like, the Bookers. So, forgot to put that down there. There it is, the Bookers 2024-03, making it to the Final Four. So that's the first half of the bracket. That's the one side. We're going to have Wilderness Trail Cast Strength versus Bookers. Two different proofs. We'll see which one comes out. Going to the next bracket. Angel's Envy Single Barrel Total Wine versus John Bowman Single Barrel. 55% alcohol versus 50% alcohol. Remember, in the beginning of the tournament, there were 3 different Angel's Envy Single Barrel picks from Total Wine, from Penn Oaks, and from Sunset Beach, North Carolina. 2 of the 3 made it to the Elite 8. Will any of them make it to the Final Four? Well, I got to tell you, the winner of this match going to the Final Four, John Bowman. The John Bowman Single Barrel coming in at 50% alcohol. This is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it has a green label, which usually are ryes, but this is not a rye. This is a regular bourbon. And like I said before, you may be able to find this some places. I can only find this when I go to North Carolina. And it's only about $55 a bottle. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic bottle. Great taste. Very smooth. And I don't know. It could be an underdog. Most of the time, my friends know I typically like higher proof alcohols. And I'd say, 50%, that's a higher proof. My sweet spot is probably 55% alcohol that I typically like. John Bowman moves on to the Final Four. And in the last match, we've got 2 high proofers. Elijah Craig, barrel proof, batch C from September of 2023. Not getting this anymore. I don't know where I could possibly find this. And this is going against the Woodford Reserve Masters Collection batch proof, coming in at 60.6% alcohol. Again, this is one I think went down to the very last sip. And I really enjoyed that night. Added some ice, added some water, and the winner of this one, drum roll or not, the Elijah Craig Single Barrel proof left. Oh my God, what am I going to do when it's empty? I don't know. But a very high proofer going into the Final Four. And so this matchup will be the other side of the bracket. A high proof at 66.5 versus a 50% John Bowman. I don't know who's going to win. We're going to find out in less than a week. So here we go. This is it. This is the bracket. The final bracket. Wilderness Trail Cast Strength versus Booker's 2024-03. John Bowman versus Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And then the winners will go head to head against each other. Who will be the winner? I don't know. Put in the comments who you think is going to win each battle in the Final Four and then the total winner. And do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, enjoy yourself. Hey, until the next video, make it a tasty day.